G'day guys, have I got some interesting stuff to show you, really interesting. But first of all, that nuggety bit, I've had it sitting in water and dishwashing detergent, which is probably biodegradable, and it's all gone away. But yep, this is what we're down to now. There's gold poking out everywhere on this, as you can see. The trouble is though, this brown stuff is slowly coming off. I've been hitting it with the toothbrush, and I'll get it a bit closer so you can probably see. I think there it is. There, so it's coming up. I was going to get all that thing. Tell you what, over all the years I've been doing prospecting, um, which is oh gee, I don't even want to think about it. 45 years, 45 years of prospecting, right? I've never had anything so bad like to get off, um, and it is a clay of some sort, but my God, it doesn't want to move. Anyway, I better show you the other stuff. It's really, really good. You're gonna like this, okay? It's about an older detector, which I have to get this in close. I should have used the other camera because I could have done this better, but oh dear, I don't want to put that in that. But we'll get there. I just got to try and obscure um, any identifiers in there because I said to the guy that I'll make sure that it's not identified or you're not identified. Have a look at this, lovely, right? I'm going to blow this picture up, but you read what's under it. All found with your modded 4000. And it, anyway, it does say Moon and Bell, but anyway, it's a big, big area there. Lots of wineries. Um, so we'll blow it up anyway, so you can have a good look at this. Okay, so that's it there. You can probably make it even bigger. I can't do it on this thing here. I can't use the back camera to blow it up, but can I? I don't know if I can do it there. Can I? No, that doesn't do anything. Can I make it bigger? No, no, no. I have to utilize, put it in the preview and do it. But anyway, have a look at that lovely lump, which yesterday, by the way, okay, 197.7 grams, right? That's a ripper, isn't it? That's a bit off a reef by look of it. That's in quartz, but that's not where the photos stop. So we'll have a look at that beautiful bit of gold. And thank you to you know who you are who sent that to me. Okay, here is the next photo. That's it there. There you go. It's all gold sitting in that lovely piece of white. It is quartz. It's definitely quartz. It's. I think it might have said it had hydrofluoric acid put on it, which may be what I might need for the thing I've got. Uh, anyway, there. Yeah, all the gold's gone, guys. All the gold's gone. You can't find it anymore. Ha ha ha. Right? There's big lumps of gold out there, and it's probably just a little bit out of reach of a lot of people's detecting skills. I don't know. But anyway, so you can see that nice chunky bits of gold there. And here you are here, next photo. There you go. Isn't that nice? There you go. 118.5 grams. If you want to do the maths on that, you can work out what that one piece is worth, because there was the other bits with it too. I don't know if I got photos of that. No, I didn't get photos of the other bits with that there. So anyway, you can probably add, whoops, I nearly kicked the camera over. You can probably add some more grams on top of that. But there you go. Victoria produces a decent lumpy, bumpy piece of gold. And that was with a modified GPX 4000, which actually is not a bad detector. It's a hybrid between the GP 3500 type detector and the GPX 4500 or 5000, whatever you want to say. It is a hybrid between the two. It's sort of like, yeah, yeah, well, hybrid's the proper way of saying it. It's a mix of both. And they're not bad. They're really another overlooked detector is the 4000. And like I say, that one had a, from memory, that's got variable gain on it, and it will have variable frequency, and it will have the low noise front end put in that detector as well, which I've got to get the details on it. I'm going to find out. I'll ask him. Oh yeah, there you go. Hydrofluoric getting there. So he did have it in hydrofluoric acid. And I have to ask him how deep it was, because it's really amazing that anyone has walked over that. It would sound like a Coke can, wouldn't it? That's an absolute ripper. So yeah, we'll just go. If you want, go back through the photos, and that's it there. After it's been partially attacked in acid by the look of it, and that there is how it started out. So yeah, really lumpy gold, typical of Victorian gold if you get into the right spots. Um, there's a lot of gold like this around. It's just a little bit deeper, and you probably need. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll get hold of him, and I'll get all the details of the coil. What size coil? I don't want to get too much details because he probably knows a lot of people in the prospecting industry, and it yeah, it might get a little bit. Oh, he might want to. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care less. He may pop his hand up on the comments and say, yeah, that's my gold or something, and he can say what was used, but maybe not, because as gold is so damn expensive these days, that could be a fair whack. If you want to go and work it out, it's a fair whack of gold sitting there. So um, it's getting to the point now where you've got to go and stick it in a safety deposit box in the bank, and um, yeah, don't stick it in the sock drawer uh, or anything like that. Yeah, just in case. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Gold is money these days. It's yeah, pretty easy to yeah, move around the place. But anyway, that's what it is. There you go. All that gold, tax free. Thank you very much. And um, not too bad at all. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So good job. But we need to find out more about that because yeah, it's one of the well, Paul found one that was bigger. There's another one of a fellow I know over towards Denali. I think I put it up there on a video before, and it was really big. It was just God. It was yeah, it was huge. I think it was hundreds. I can't remember now. What was it? Oh, actually, now it would be probably about 150 or $160,000 worth as one big lump of gold. And yeah, it's out there. It's out there. You've got to just be using the technology to get it. So, and the size of coil probably as well. Um, but I will do some homework on this and find out exactly the story. But yeah, from that to that and to that, I think that looks pretty good. I wish I could make it bigger. If I open it with preview like that, I could probably. Oh, there we go. Hang on, I'll make it big for you. Oh, don't do that, you rotten thing. Hang on, get back there. No, it's got to be here, there. And why won't that open up anymore? Oh, do you know why? Because I'm not actually on this. Silly me. Whoops, there we go. Come on, open up. There we go. I'll make it big. Yeah, I've got too many pictures up. I don't make any bigger there, but I could probably just do it there, can I? Don't disappear. And a bit more. It's going to drag it across that way. Oh, I can do that, and I can do that. So that's a really good picture, isn't it? There, that's how it all cleaned up. All wrapped around a core of quartz. Gee, that looks really, really crystalline type gold. It must be very, very pure. It's probably not far from some dirt that a company I'm tied up with has some ground over that way. But I won't say too much about that because we've had poachers going over there on the ground, telling us all sorts of stories how they got permission from the owner. It's funny that we know who the owner is. They're probably talking to them, and they tell us little stories. We caught a couple of guys on there, and I didn't do this, but someone with me did. Said, "Oh, show us the gold you've got," and they showed the gold. He gave them the gold tax because they had no right to be prospecting on that property. Anyway, another story for another day. Just keep it a little bit, not too much information on that one. We'll just keep it a bit light, and I can give everyone a bit of a fill in on that. So there you go, guys. The big gold is still out there. That's proof of the pudding right there. So I don't know. Maybe I should. That looks quite nice. I might even change that to a screensaver or something. Maybe I should put all the nuggets on there as a rolling screensaver. But at the moment, if I find my little rag, we get back onto this murky thing here, which I was going to blast it. Everyone said just, give it a water and detergent and let it, I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to spin it around, spin the camera around. So there it is. And as you can see, the gold's starting to shine right through now. But I've been giving it the toothbrush treatment. We'll get the the toothbrush onto it. But whatever this stuff is, it's not normal clay. I've washed gold before, and it comes up a lot quicker than this. But that's good actually. Now dip it in water a bit. Maybe I should give it another dose in acid, in the hydrochloric. But that made on the other one, it made it a bit dark in spots. So I don't know if I want to do that. It's very strange gold actually, the way it's behaving. But I got a little bit more off it anyway. So I'll give it a bit of a wash. And yeah, there you go. Probably can't see too much. I'll just hold it on the blue. There you go. So even that's a decent lump of stuff. I just got to get this brown gunk off it. So it's yeah, not bad. I did want to get out there again today and finish off the line where I got this and the other one, and yeah, I just hope no one beats me to it. So yeah, that's is gunky stuff, and yeah, it's pretty sizable. But anyway, leave it in there. I might go and I might give it the nasty treatment, or I've got some caustic soda. Or you look down there for. I've got some caustic soda, so maybe I'll give it a bath in some caustic and just see how it comes up. Oh, and the other one too. I want to do that again, wherever it is. That's a gold, um, wherever it is. It's here somewhere. It grows legs and walks. I always say that, but um, don't know what I've done with it now. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. Now you know I keep it in the drawer. No, I'm not going to keep the gold. It'll be yeah, gone. But that's how that one. I did it in video anyway. That thing come up like that. So I'll dunk it in with the water as well, just for the fun of it. So yeah, guys, the gold's coming out. The gold's coming out, and um, it's all good. So apart from that, you probably don't want to hear me waffle anymore. You probably just want to look at that nice nugget there, and have some nice dreams tonight, getting out and getting some. But that there, close him down. Um, so yeah, there we go. It does say there, hydrofluoric getting there. So and there's no tags on the final picture, and that one there when it's been put on before it's been cleaned up. Well, it's pretty clean already, but like it says, It's all found with your modded 4000. The thing is, it's not my modded 4000. It's his modded 4000. So um, I'm not going to say say who it is or anything like that. That's just not fair. He'll have GPS trackers put on his car, and he'll be tracked down. But hey, I tell you what, it's getting a bit like that, isn't it? You know, gold is so damn um, pricey now that even I used to say about people finding pinheads, you're wasting your time. Those pinheads probably now will add up, and if you do gold full time, you could probably live on it. But that's the nature of the beast. Uh, the other big one, I should get the picture of that up. I've got it. Just that I've got tons of pictures and a lot of identifiers on stuff, so I don't want to. Some people don't want their gold shown. Okay, they want to keep it a bit secret. So if that's the case, I don't want to show their gold. Oh God, how do I get out of that? Oh, silly thing. There we go. Hang on, I'll get some nice gold up for you so you can have a look at it. But I've got to make sure that it's not. I don't want anyone seeing the gold. So um, that's a little video, but I don't know. It might have audio. I think this will be all right. I think just to do a show and tell. I'll just check. Let me check it first. Oh no, I can't show that. Ooh. No, can't. That I'm going to tell you, I can't do that one. Um, it was hang on a second. I can take that off now. Now I can actually go back to the root of all these photos. I'm gonna be careful what I show. There's some sensitive stuff in here, uh, like electronic sensitive. Um, well, that's probably all right to show. Yeah, this one's all right. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, that thing. That's 53.27, and yeah, gee, looks exactly the same as my computer table. You think? But anyway, there's one. I'll just go through a few of them, just to show what's come out the ground recently, and people just think there's no gold left. Yeah, right. Um, well, I think I might have shown this before. I don't know. I can't remember. There you go. There's some nice ground. These are uh, really good gold. They're people I know. They're people who actually look at the channel. So you'll see your gold up there, and yeah, you'll think, there he goes. He's showing my gold again, or if I haven't, well, like I say, there's a lot of it. I hear some more. Yeah, no, I don't want to show that one. It's got identifiers on it. That one's safe. There you go. There's some nice gold for you. That's a 5 cent piece sitting in there, which is half a dime. So there you go. In Americana, half a dime. So I don't know if it's the same size as something that was half a dime, but anyway, you could probably extrapolate something from that. But yeah, seeing that other gold, it sort of excited me a bit. I want to get out. It's going to be cooler tomorrow, a bit windy, but I will get out. And now that I've said that, if I put this video up, maybe I'll have trackers on my car and have people following me. I hope not, but you never know. Oh dear me. Mm-hmm. No, you can look at that one. No, not that one. Can't do that one. Um, not that one. Um, I have got stuff here, but uh, it's be too personal for the person whose gold it is. Um, but I'll find the other dirty one because it has been up before. I don't think the owner would care too much. That's that. Oh, that's another one there. That's on someone else's table. Oh, yeah, look at that. There you go. I think I might have put this up somewhere before, but there's a nice bit too. Um, that uh, that it's all Central Victorian gold. You can probably see there's a bit of pink through that. Looks like some gold I've seen from over in WA, but it's definitely from here. Um, we'll keep going, and you don't want to look at little tiny ones, like 3 to 5, 7 grams, do you? They're not interesting anymore. Um, Jesus. Um, you can have. I think you can have a look at. Let me have a look. I think this was. I just don't want to put the wrong photo up. Um, no, this is the customer's goal. I think. Yes, because not that picture. Hang on. Oh, one's come with some writing on it. I just want to check. I got two pictures. No, I'm not putting that one. But you can have a look at that one. Yeah, there you go. Give you a quick look at that. There, handful. So yeah, it's big bits of gold come out. People do send in. I get lots of stuff sent in. I mean, a lot of 5, 10 gram sort of sizes and that, but all over the place, like collections of it, handfuls of it, gold pans full of it, all sorts. But it's better. And here's this freaking damn expensive, ugly one. It's an ugly looking nugget, but have a look at the size of it, right? I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the Holy Nugget. Okay, and the reason it's called well, I don't know, Holy Nugget. Well, that's a friggin' it's gold, but it's a freaking ugly looking thing. Sorry, sorry. Um, we'll just call him Mister Finder. He's probably watching as well. But anyway, and what do we got there? We got a coin there. But anyway, there you go. That's an ugly looking Victorian goldfield nugget. That's pretty. Yeah, that would have been a life changing nugget, I suppose. Um, I don't even know what the coin is. I can see it's got Queen Elizabeth on the back of it. I think that could be a dollar coin, one of our dollar coins, which is I don't know about that or something. About the same as that. There you go. But that's a big one. That would have blown someone's ears out, wouldn't it? hitting that. But like I say, this stuff's around, and yeah, good. It's all in here. I haven't even got everything. Oh, look, I don't know. This is fair income. I was told it was. Um, Disclaimer: it was sent to me, but I don't know the story. Right? I don't know. It's not mine, but someone sent this. But uh, it I've well, the reason I'm going to put this up is because I've seen gold like this before. It was found by two people. Um, they're from around here. I'm not saying any names, but it was found on an indicator um, on a existing. No, I'm not saying any more. But just leave it at that. Just say it's not. It's. I think it's not far from here. But anyway, I'll let you look at that. There you go. Don't know the history. I might know the history, but I don't. I only know what I've been told, but I don't know what I've been told is true. So I'm not going to say anything. But anyway, um, yeah, um, interesting. But I have seen gold like that before. It comes out as a big slab, and in a lot of cases, it has host rock on the back of it or a side wall. But yeah, that's how's he holding that up? Oh dear me, he must be strong. But yeah, bottles and bottles of gold. Bottles of gold. Um, Host rock. Oh, this is a good one. Um, let me remember this. Okay, this was found right in an old mine near the entrance. There you go, stuck to the quartz, and there's a lot of it. And for some reason, it was missed. So that's quite interesting. A lot of these places I can't. I'm not going to say where they are. Um, it's you don't want to see those; they're too small. See, because I've shown you really big stuff now. Now this one here, I put this up before, right? This is 100% true because I know the people involved. Now this was found with a GP 3500, and I'll give you a little bit of a rundown. It was found in Queensland, and it was found by this fellow who's been out detecting for a fair while. And if you're watching, fill in the details on it because you can just do a quick write up. Um, he'd been detecting for a while, never found gold. I did his GP 3500 up, like modified it for him, made it a little bit different. We'll say a little bit different. I think it was the first or second day he got it back. He went out and that's what he found. That's fair income. Now, if you want to know the truth of the story on this, that's not his hand. That's sitting in Jack Lang's hand because he went to show Jack, and Jack took a photo and sent it to me with the story. So, yeah, Jack, if you're kicking around still, I haven't heard from you for years, but or a fair while anyway. But anyway, that was GP 3500. That was 30 ounces, by the way. Just so you know, 30 ounces at today's prices, you'd probably buy yourself a house. So, there's some really good. I've got a lot of gold stories right over the years. There's a lot of ripper gold stories, even some of my own. Like, if I go back in here, I'll start there. Well, how about, I can just do this. Um, like, I'll get away a little bit, but we can just do this. I'll spin around and you can go, oh, well, there you go. right? Like I say, there's a lot of gold out there. There's a stack of gold. So some of it, yeah, some of it. Okay. But like I say, it's interesting to look at. That's all Central Victorian gold too. Um, is that? Here's another shot of the. I think that's that one. Hang on. What? Oh, guess what, guys? It's a $2 coin. It's not a $1 coin, so it gives you an idea of the size. $2 coin is a lot smaller than the $1 coin. Don't ask me why. It's thicker, but it's smaller in diameter. So there you go. It's got one of our indigenous people on the coin. Um, $2 coin, and there's that nugget. So yeah, it's very very dirty in these things. That's like the gold I've got. Um, this one here, and if I hold that up there, you can see it's the same dirtiness, black in the holes there, but maybe with a good dose of acid or something that would come up quite nice. But yeah, gold like that you don't keep in your house. Do not do that under any circumstances. Um, there's other stuff. Oh, yeah, there's gold pictures everywhere. Like but it, what's this is some of the stuff we found. Hang on, where's that? Uh, oh no, I used that before on a thing. But yes, look, have a look at this gold here, right? Have a look at that. It looks like that other gold. It's got that rock encrusting stuff on it. So it's only around the sort of the outer of the central Victorian goldfields. I find this a lot of the gold I've found in Maryborough, Dunolly, places like that, all around that area, is usually really clean. Just doesn't have this stuff on it. So yeah. Anyway, I bet I'd have that pointing at it. You never know what you'll see. Um, might even see Mr. Bean pop up. But yeah, some nice gold. There's nice gold in here, but um, I just got to be careful what I show because I don't know if the people want their gold shown. You know, geez, I'd love to. I'd love to show you all the stuff people have found, but um, well, I'll show you. I'll show you a real interesting one. Uh, I can probably show you this because it's not gold, but you get an idea. Um, how'd you like to dig a hole like that to find a nugget? Right? That's a deep hole. That is deep. But anyway, I'm not going to show the gold that came out of that. Just I just want to be on the safe side because what happened once upon a time, someone over in WA sent a nugget picture to me and said, "Oh, look what I found," da 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 da. And I've spoken to this person many many times, and I thought, "Oh yeah, fantastic, that's good." It'll be a nice one to put up the collection of gold on the website because I've got a fair few nuggets up there, but I've got to make sure damn well the story behind them. And I put it up, but it wasn't his nugget; it was his mate's, and it nearly caused World War III. I'm not joking. This guy went ballistic, right? Wouldn't listen to reason, carried on like a bloody pork chop, and yeah, it just made life. It was to put it mildly. It was used. I think it was used as an attack mechanism, um, saying that you know, I stole his picture. But if you actually went back into history, I could show you who emailed it to me. But I didn't want to cause any rift there. So yeah, it carried on for a little while, and yeah, it blew over. But yeah, just got to be wary because you know, people will set you up. Um, it's just there's some absolute dogs out there uh, who will just think that you're a bone and try and shake it and not let go. But in the end, I think everything worked out. Um, he come clean to the guy about it and all the rest of it. Anyway, it's just a bad situation. It really was a bad situation at the time, but that was years ago. Um, yeah, I'm seeing all this gold, but I know people have sent it to me, but it's just pictures now. It hasn't got any background story. I don't want to. It's a bloody big piece too. I don't know. They might be on the website and with a write up, but you know, there's freaking big. Um, oh gee, another one. Wow, and some of it, people don't want people seeing it because some people know where it come from because of they say, oh, big ground um, is looks like the gold come out of ground, or say like I know where that ground is, and they go back there and look for it. So it's just a little bit. I'll, but yeah, I'm just looking at all these pictures. I really wish I could show you some of them, but I do know some people are very sensitive. I'll tell you what I can show you. I can show you Sid's nugget. I think this was found with a GP Extreme for memory. And there you go. And that's a fairly decent sized apple next to that too. There you go. That's another one. Central Victoria. Um, I'm pretty sure that came from around Denali. Um, yeah. What's that one there? So there's another big one, but I don't know whose picture it is. I mean, they sent it to me, but I'm just where. Oh, here's one you can look at. I know the guy who found that. So there you go. Do you like that? I reckon that's a good nugget. It's pretty good. Um, gee, talking about decent gold. Um, wow, there's a lot of it here. Oh, this is where a lot of it is. Hang on, whose is that? This is off my website, so it was probably quite okay to put up. But there you go. A lot of handfuls of gold, but there's some really big ones, and I'll find my ones if you want. This would be all right to put up because I know the fellow um, lives in New South Wales. He got this over in WA. Um, all those bits there. I think he got a lot. I won't say where because I'll keep it secret because I know exactly where, but I'll keep it secret. Um, yeah. Oh dear. Like I say, I'm just looking at these pictures and I'm just going through and I'm just getting. It gives you gold fever. It's it's sort of as soon as you find a few decent bits, you get gold fever. Um, well, I definitely won't show you that one. I would get crucified if I did that one there. Um, we'll say that belongs to a sheep farmer. But anyway, there's some of our gold. There we go. That's pretty boring stuff. Um, there's pans and pictures and all sorts of stuff here. But I'll go. Oh no, I can't. I'd love to, but I can't. Oh no. Um. Oh no. Can't. I can show you where some of it come from. I've got some pictures here where some of it come from. Okay, I'll show you one picture where a big piece of gold come from. There you go. Do you know where that is? I'm not telling you, but it's probably more there, right? And a really big piece of gold come from where that line is. Okay, so could be anywhere, couldn't it? Probably in Victoria somewhere, but I can't say because that was found with I found it with someone else, and because someone else doesn't like anything like that coming out. Damn it, it's a good one there, but he's standing with it. I've got some other big ones up here. I think enough. There's enough time gone by. I don't know. Oh, you've probably seen these ones before. Um, you know, stuff like that. There you go. That's Chari's hand, I think, from memory. Last time I looked. But have a look here. Yeah. Is that the one? I think there's one I put in Gold, Gem, and Treasure, but not really sure. What does it say? Gold, Gem, and Treasure. All the gold starts looking the same after. I don't know if it's mine or someone else's. I don't know why I would have taken the picture of the cover. It's probably one of mine or something. Can't, definitely not. But guys, there's a bucket loads of gold out there. Here, have a look at that. There you go. That's from WA. You know, they're not small. They're fairly decent sized bits of gold. It all adds up. I can keep going with the pictures around here. I think because in the right, there you go. Look at that sort of rock there. That's at the other house, and that's my carpet we had. So yeah, there you go. You know, that is not like the other stuff. It's similar, but it's not, because that's rock. And I remember, I can't show you all that. Yeah, there's one there shaped like an axe head. It's interesting that here. Have a look at this. That's actually nuggets. They're all in dirt. This is found. What does it say? 7.055 ounces. Give you an idea. Um, looks like dried dog food, doesn't it? But it's not. Yeah, but yeah, like gold, 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 gold. Oh, there's some other yeah, like I say, um, I've got tons of it here sitting there. The stuff I've had. Okay, and I'm going to blow these up because there's a lot of pictures surrounding them. Hang on, I think I know how to do this. I'll go on the first picture and work backwards. So I can show you this. This is probably quite perfectly okay because it's gold I've had in the past. So there you go, 10 grams. Oops, there it goes. There's other pictures there. 10.24 grams. It's meant to, isn't it just meant to go click, click, click when you do that, but it doesn't. So, what can I do? It's meant to, maybe if I went that way, I don't know. Come on, behave. Click. What if I can't do that either? No, it won't do a slideshow. Yes, it will. Silly me. I have to swipe it. I forgot. I was in Windows mode. There you go. 14.6, 21.16, 16.43, 10.19, 4.33, 10.12, that's the end of that, is it? No, it's still more. 10.66, 10.11, 10.24 again. No, it's the same picture. 10.05, that's a different one. There you go, some spam. Would you like some spam? Spam with your gold. Uh, anyway, like I say, guys, believe me, there's an absolute ton of gold out there. The thing is that all the stuff that all the fast swingers get, where you just go and you're running your coil like a brush cutter, you know, and the people who swing their coil up in the air like this at the end of the strokes, you know, stuff on the surface and all that. Yeah, it's easy to pick up. It's gone, possibly. Not all of it, but yeah, I'm still looking at these gold. There's a lot of picks here. There's a stack of picks. Um, well, there's some here that there's a couple of picks here that would make you fall off your chair. If you've got gold fever, you'll fall off your chair over them. And I don't know if I could. Oh, why not? I can't. I remember discussing this. I can't say where it was found. I'm not even going to say the state, but you can have a look at this one. This is all right. This is a customer's gold. 25 ounces of gold nuggets and specimens. Biggest gold nugget, 69 grams. Smallest gold nuggets, 0.07. So, like I say, people send me this. That is fair income. And yeah, you know, that's a nice. I always thought this was a nice piece of gold. That one there, that come from Maryborough, but it's a nice piece of gold. And that one there, that was 6 ounces. And I can show you that one. That's my gold over a bit of a hunting time. So there's some nice. There's a fair bit of gold in there too. You just doesn't look like a lot, but there's probably about 100 grand worth of gold in that picture. It's amazing how it all adds up. No, I'm not joking. About 100 grand worth. Uh, yeah. So and some more small bits there, but there you go. Like I say, it all adds up. Gold everywhere. Gold can be found from basically close to the bottom of Tasmania, all the way up to the top end, getting close to the top of Queensland. It can be found all the way across through the Northern Territory, through the fringing areas of the internal deserty parts of Australia, and even in as well. It's probably all covered by sand, all the way across and all the way down through WA. The whole country, South Australia as well. We won't go into that. South Australia is a bit of a sorry thing for looking for gold, as far as I know. I think got stricter rules and regulations, where we have a good old miners' right here in Victoria and gives us rights to own gold we find, as long as we pay the government a few dollars. But yeah, guys, like I say, there's a lot of gold out there. Still is, still coming out. Like, it amazes me. Like, I see people say, "Oh, I've been out and I haven't." I tell you what, people, if you've been out and you're not finding gold, okay, it's not your detector. 99% of the time, it won't be your detector. If you get a coin and put it in your detector, it goes boop, boop, beep, beep, or whatever, it'll be your technique. It'll be the way you are detecting and the way you are not concentrating listening for targets. It's so much is in the operator, not the machine. There's people out there who've gone and bought, you know, they've gone and bought 7,000s, they've gone and bought 6,000s, and they don't find a skerrick. They find junk and they never find gold, um, because they're listening for the big booming signal. You don't find gold listening to big booming signals. The gold you're listening for, gold this big, will be a whisper deep in the ground. You gotta listen for the whispers. And this is where people stuff up, right? And any professional will tell you this, that the big signals are very, very self evident what they are, and people dig them up because they're just big signals. Some people don't dig them up because they think they're junk, and it's been proven sometimes it's not. So dig all targets, right? But don't listen, don't try and swing and just listening for things that go beep, right? Well, you know what I mean. Don't listen for things that just go beep, and really pull you up hard. Listen for the very soft whispers. Most people, most prospectors, most people run around detecting will think those signals are ground noises, right? They will. They'll go, oh, it's soft. It's a ground noise. No, it's not. It's a freaking bloody piece of gold that's just giving you the fringe of detection on it in a lot of cases. Of course, it can be hot rocks and it can be ground noise. It can be conductive clays. It can be all sorts of stuff, right? But there is many a story told of the signal that someone heard and didn't pay any attention to it, saying it's ground noise, and then years later going back to the same spot because it bugged them so much digging it up, and one guy in particular, a 13-ounce nugget. So pay attention to ground noises. And in a lot of cases, um, I've seen this, right? This is a bit crazy on big gold that's deep. What people do, they'll scuff the ground with their shoe. They'll take off, a quarter of an inch, 5 millimeters, or something like that, expecting the signal to come up, right? I'm not joking. And because if the gold is down, something, whatever it might be, say it's a big piece at a meter down, do you think taking off that much as a percentage of a meter or 3 feet is going to make a big difference to the sound? And a lot of people go, oh, it didn't come up, I'll ignore that. And they ignore it. And I go, what do you, don't ignore those signals. No, to find that signal, to find out what it is, you really need to take off at least 6 inches of ground and not just dish it out. You want to take it off like a fairly big flat area around and swing your coil again. And then if it comes up, you know damn well you're onto something. If it doesn't come up, or usually what will happen, it'll dissipate because it's conductive clays. Where they get wet near the top of the ground, usually conductive clays aren't deep, can be, but in most cases not. If the signal diminishes when you do that, it's not a target. Now, I'll tell you something as well with the Minelab detectors. I've done this and I've tried it, and I can say that for me, this works. If you get a target and you say to yourself, is it ground noise or is it gold? Now, I've never been fooled by what I'm going to tell you, but it's a possibility it might fool someone, or it's just a different type of ground, whatever. Even on a soft signal, I try and ground balance the signal out, right? And I try as hard as I can. I bounce the coil over it and over it and over it. And I go over it again. If it hasn't diminished, it's a metallic target, right? If it is ground noise, it will disappear, especially a fresh bit of a threshold signal. I've never, ever balanced out gold. Just have never done it on any of the Minelab detectors. Just does not happen. And I'll put a little caveat on that, in my opinion, okay? in my opinion, because I have never been able to do it. I've tried to do it. I've gone to test sites. I've buried all sorts of interesting things, small, big, whatever, all sorts of different conductivity. And I get on top and I try and balance it out. I say, I'm going to get rid of that, and it won't balance out. It just won't. So the ground balance in the detectors is good. So try it just to prove it to yourself. Do it. Get a piece of metal. Doesn't have to be gold, and just bury it. So you only got a threshold sort of a signal, very slight, and then bounce your coil on it up and down, up and down, up and down in tracking, of course. Try and track it out, and I bet you can't. Right? Maybe with some exotic mode on the detector or something, it may do, but I've tried to do that in normal timings. I've tried that in sensitive extra. I've done it in sharp timings. I can't get rid of those sort of signals. Um, I haven't tried it with sixes and sevens. Uh, Trying to do that, trying to make a gold signal disappear. But GPX is not including the 6000 because I have never tested it. But any of the GPs, 4500s, 5000s, all the way back. I don't think I've actually never tested it on something like a 2200, but I know extreme, 3000, 3500, 45. I would say the 4000 behave the same, and 5000. You basically cannot um, track out gold trying to do it. So, there's ways and means. Um, the other way of doing it was usually detect in normal mode, get a signal, and if it was loud enough, you could throw it into enhance and see if the signal disappeared, because enhance will just clean up ground noise really well. But the trouble with doing that is enhance doesn't go as deep as normal mode on a big piece of gold. So it may not be able to detect it when you're detecting it in normal mode. So, like I say, there's lots of tricks of the trade here. You got to know what you're doing, and don't stuff yourself up by doing something like that and walking away. Uh, you know, imagine, you did that and you walked away from, a welcome stranger or something like that, and the next guy come along and dug it up, or your mate dug it up. Oh dear. But yeah, there's like I've got so much tricks up my sleeve for when I go out detecting. The best thing is, and sometimes you've got to match your detector, because I'm using 4500s. I'm using a 5 now at the moment because they work so damn well. If you Sometimes if you get your swing speed wrong, it can adversely affect the detector. Um, it's I think I've got it worked out to a fine art on the swing speed. If you actually swing you know like that, you're going to miss a heap of gold. You're not going to hear it. It's not going to jump up enough. It's not going to have enough sample time over that gold to bring it right up, and you'll just walk over it. If you go too slow, like a snail, uh, it just doesn't detect properly. You don't have that sharp rising edge and the fall off, and it makes it a bit harder to discern, especially if it's big and deep. You could actually go right over it and just be like a mellow sort of a ground change signal, and you may walk away. But actually, if you went, like this, and that's about the speed I do it at, like that, right? Not a brush cutter and not too slow. And you can adjust the swing speed on those detectors anyway. You can go fast, normal, or slow. Um, yeah, normally I'll set it to slow. Uh, it makes the detector less chattery as well, by the way. But you can't go and put in slow and do it like this business. The filters will cut out your gold. You won't get any. And vice versa. You got to match it for your swing speed. So um, maybe we could do a when I got time. When I can do a video on swing speed, target size, and depth or something. Do it at a test site somewhere, and you'd be able to hear the difference massively. Like I could do zap zap zap, and you go, there's no target there, and I'll slow it down, and you'll say that sounds like ground noise, and then I'll go like this, and you'll say, "Oh, I can hear that plain as day." So, like I say, the whole game is operator, not detector, in a lot of cases. So, anyway, what a waffle. Um, Sorry about all that, but get carried away, didn't I? But if someone gets a little bit of information that helps them, great. There's plenty of information I gave there that should help people. And yeah, you just got to practice, hone your skill. It's like picking up a guitar for the first time. You can't bloody play it. Practice, 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 and the more you play it, the better you get. Same thing. Same thing with metal detecting. It's like anything. Put in the time. You know, treat it as practice even. Uh, don't tell yourself you're not going to find gold. I'm just practicing. You say that there's a chance and you concentrate for it, but put the time in and yeah, practice, practice, practice. You'll find the stuff. Anyway, catch us later, guys. That's a long enough waffle from me. See you.